Ciao ragazzi e bentornati sul server Trash con la seduzione, la voglia di seduzione, istruzioni del capitolo. Ci stanno pure le istruzioni nel capitolo. Ragazza seduta alla caffetteria, un coffee shop locale, una bella bionda, si è seduta a leggere. Puoi renderti più interessante del libro e prenderti il suo numero. Dobbiamo prendere il numero di telefono. E questo è super seducer. Io di tanto in tanto porto avanti un capitolo. Mi piace un sacco provare diversi approcci, in effetti. Guardalo lui. Chiedi se qualcuno sta usando la sedia e sidei con lei, ammiccant 9. Come cazzo faccio a capire? Resta alzato e chiedi cosa legge. Accusala di far finta di leggere mentre in realtà sta cercando un uomo. Chiedere un consiglio su cosa comprare alla tua amica. Siediti mentre chiedi. Dile che hai letto il libro e che muore alla fine. Resta alzato e chiedi come l'hai.
Hi. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Cool. What are you reading there?
Kafka.
Kafka. This philosophy, right?
There's some philosophy in it. Yeah.
Nice. I always hear Kafka-esque.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm not even really sure. I think it has to do with philosophy.
That's cool. Interesting. Anyway, nice choice of book.
Thank you.
My name's Richard, by the way.
Brenna?
Nice to meet you.
Ok, adesso.
This is not great, not so engaging, and you're kind of looming over her.
Ma come non è... Che cazzo devo fare? Ah, io non le chiedo se mi dà fastidio. Chiedi cosa fa a parte leggere.
And what do you do apart from reading?
Oh, I have a job. I work at a university.
Oh, cool.
Cioè, voi cosa aveste fatto? Dai, ditemi la verità.
It's interesting. It's good to see, girl reading because most people are on phones and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. It's something people do.
Yeah.
Tanto qui c'è scritto burrata.
I'm just here, I thought I'd have a coffee and I saw you reading and so I said hi.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I actually have to finish this for my class today.
Oh,
so
okay, I understand. Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Well, it was very nice to meet
It
you.
was nice to meet you too.
Cool. See you. Bye. See you.
Ah, la buca.
Bye.
Ma perché? Bastarda di merda.
Okay, you blew it, but hopefully you'll get another chance.
So do you mind if I join you for a few minutes?
Go ahead.
Cool. So I'm Richard, by the way.
I'm Brenna. It's
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's very important to sit down when you're talking to someone that is sitting down, otherwise you're just standing there looming over them looking weird. So well done for choosing that, it's the right option.
Ah, quindi tu ti devi sedere quando uno sta seduto, ovviamente. Trovi qualcosa di lei, dille che ha di e bei capelli e chiedile di venire a casa tua. Chiedi se viene qui spesso, usa il libro per metterti in mostra. Chiedile se viene qui spesso, almeno cerchiamo di capire.
Do you come here often to this coffee shop?
No, not really.
No? First time maybe? Second time?
I've been here a few times.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You go to
Tanto
other coffee shops
Sangiovese c'è
usually,
scritto
or just
questo.
not much coffee drinking going on? Or you take it away maybe?
I do all of those things.
All of them. That's cool. Variety.
Yeah,
They say variety is the spice of life.
they do.
So
Variety.
it's good that you don't come here often and do the same thing and sit in the same chair, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good.
Perché mi sembra stupida questa
We always want to
conversazione?
stay away from the standard questions, standard answers, and this one is just an example of the usual lame stuff that guys come up with, so don't do it.
Ok, quindi
So how
bisogna...
are you able to be free in the middle of the morning on a Thursday?
Well, I do have a job, but it's kind of from the laptop, from home, or from anywhere. But it's like internet stuff, and with America, so in Europe, I need to wait until they wake up and whatever. So
Right.
I'm kind of free, and
Yeah.
then can be working at home, lying in bed, lying on the balcony, generally lying down working.
That's
So
nice.
that's cool. And
Beh,
how
da
about
te,
you?
io
How
sto in
come
bed.
you're not at work?
Well, I work at the university, so I have kind of an unusual schedule. I have some free time during the day and I work in the evenings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Indovina che lei insegna sesso, educazione sessuale. Sexual Education, credo sia stata tradotta da una persona che sta studiando da poco italiano. Di che non sei andata all'università e che considerare l'università una perdita di tempo. Scopri se le piace il suo lavoro, lo fa solo per soldi. Vabbè, e di certo non sono A e B.
So you teach at the university? That's interesting.
Yeah.
And tell me, do you actually like what you do, or you do it just for money?
No, I really do like what I do.
Great. You feel like you're making a difference in people's lives and all of this?
Nella vita.
I actually do. I feel like what I do is important and that the information I convey will be valuable to these people and to my students.
That could be true, because I still remember my teachers from primary school and in secondary school. I don't know if you're the same, but did you like the subjects most where the teachers were good? And then later maybe you weren't even interested in that subject. So a good teacher can just change the whole course of someone's life.
Absolutely. And like looking back and thinking, what years of school are your favorite? It's like, well, whatever year you had the good teachers, because what you learn is kind of irrelevant.
And you're a good teacher? They like you?
I think so. I hope so.
That's
I'll try.
No, I like it.
Beh, di certo a una categoria di studenti
Do
piace.
their job for money and then they come and moan about it and they hate it. So it's good to meet someone like you who actually enjoys what they do and is making a difference.
Thanks.
Gracias.
This is a nice thing that you can ask anyone, so well done for picking this. It's the right option, and it can always lead to an interesting conversation. Whether she's into a job, she can tell you why, or she's not, and she can tell you something else that she's passionate about.
And what's your
Vabbè, era l'unica.
American culture.
what does that entail?
So kind of quite a few different themes. For example, we kind of started with an overview of American values, which was really interesting.
Like freedom and stuff, yeah?
Things like that, and even more so, for example, an interesting one is how Americans relate to the future. Like it's something we feel like we can control in some sense. And
Like Back to the Future, the movie.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, but Americans think that they control their own destiny,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah?
E da questo io cosa dovrei... Vabbè. Chiedere di cosa si tratta, suggerissi che si tratta di inventare donuts and burgers, ciambelle e hamburger fondamentalmente. Falla sentire orgogliosa del suo lavoro, sfidala così che lei ti spiegherà perché è importante. Allora, se ho capito la filosofia di sto tizio qua è di fare una cosa che rimanga impressa, quindi proviamo così.
Wait, American culture?
A meno che non si metta a fare il coglione.
In terms, like, what are you teaching? Like, here we invented the hamburger in 1940 or something.
Well, there really isn't a question of whether or not we have culture. We certainly do. You can look back through history, and yes, maybe ours isn't as long, but
Yeah,
to
not
say
very
that
long.
but to say that American culture doesn't exist is to argue that
Che schifo i
Western culture
sottotitoli.
really had no influence, even in Eastern Europe, let's say.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff, but wouldn't it be better that they learn something else? Because, like, if you
Vabbè,
teach
ma così
about
sei
narrative,
offensivo, non è
business,
sfidare.
What's culture? Like, what? Tell me. Like, what
Well,
is
for
the
example,
artist, the authors?
It doesn't even matter who the artists and authors are. What's important is that we have our own perspective on the world, and that in order to interact successfully with us, so if you're a business person, if you want to interact successfully with an American business person, you need to understand what their daily life looks like and kind of how they perceive the environment.
Okay, cool. So it's like when you're learning about business in China and you have to, give your business card with two hands.
Quite
and
literally, yes.
All of that
This
stuff.
is the same thing.
Got it. Okay, so it's not really teaching about history and art and
No.
whatever else. Okay, nice one. Well, that's very useful because actually American culture, like modern culture, is what leads the world, right? We
Yeah.
all kind of follow.
If you can challenge someone, get them to prove themselves to you, and then approve of them, validate them, it has a powerful psychological effect. So it's the right option. Well done.
Beh, immaginato.
Job, but there is this one little thing that's very frustrating for me. I've got this problem where I can't print all the copies that I need, but I want my students to all have their own copy to take home, but then I have to go to the printer like every day and it gets kind of expensive. So what do you think I should do?
Che cazzo ho sentito? Stavo a guardare il culo di... Dille che deve essere scocciante e suggerisci di chiedere una maggiore flessibilità circa le cose da stampare. Dille che se hai una collega che non le piace può sempre ignorarla, sii onesta e dille che sei stato distratto da una ragazza. Tieniti sul generico e sul vago perché non ascoltavi. Sii onesto, vabbè, è stato chiaro che lui stava guardando un'altra ragazza. Vado con questo.
Look, to be honest, did you see that girl that just walked by? Yeah, she's gone now, but she had like amazing long legs and just the perfect arse.
Vabbè, ma se tu glielo dici così...
She looked back and winked at me or something, like smiled, and I was totally distracted. But, anyway, give me a second to chill, hang on.
Sì, va bene,
So, right, something about work. You had a problem at work?
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
It's not important.
she was unbelievable, to be
Okay.
honest. Anyway. Okay, but that's cool. So, problem at work, but otherwise all good in your life.
Yeah.
The lesson here is that there's one thing being honest, which is, you know, saying actually that girl distracted me, and then there's another when you're going into all the detail and being kind of dirty. Girls just aren't ready for that.
Vabbè, ma era normale, no? La mia idea era: scusa, mi sono distratto, pensavo fosse una mia amica. Mi puoi ripetere la domanda? Cosa così? Ah, vado di brutalità allora.
Well, look, I mean, we all have these problems at work, and if you've got this colleague that you don't like, then you can just ignore them, or I don't know,
What?
deal with it somehow.
A colleague
Yeah, you had problems at work or something, right?
about printing.
Ah, printing. Well, that's okay. Yeah, got it. So,
Ma io nemmeno stavo ascoltando, stavo guardando la ragazza.
iPads. Get them to bring their iPads.
Oopsie, looks like you got distracted by the sexy girl. Don't blame you, but kind of messed things up with this one, didn't it?
E vabbè, a te.
Ah, well, that's bad. So I guess you don't have enough.
Ma lei non mi piace, quindi non mi sto impegnando. Mi piaceva più quella che è
I
passata.
guess you can ask for more allowance or get them to share, but yeah, it's annoying.
Well done, you weren't distracted by the sexy chick that walked by, and that's something that, you know, you can use out there. Well done for paying attention and getting the right response.
So you got your teaching thing, and what else is important in your life? What else do you love to do?
I really love dogs and I love to travel.
Travel.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you travel a lot?
I've traveled quite a bit these last couple years especially.
Nice. And where some places you've been?
In Europe, I've been in Prague, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania.
No, tutte zone che voglio visitare.
Nice. All of Eastern Europe and kind of
Yeah.
former USSR, yeah?
Yes.
Nice. And tell me, what's the absolute best place you've seen? Like, if people who have never travelled anywhere say, where's the best place that I should see, where is it?
I would actually say that you should go to the United States and go see the Grand Canyon. It's amazing. I can't do it justice with words, but it's wonderful.
Okay.
Raccontare le tue esperienze nel Grand Canyon. Ma che ne so che ci sia stato? Queste risposte sono stupide a volte. Anzi, la maggior parte delle volte, diciamo la verità. Dille che non ci sei mai stato e mi piacerebbe andarci. Io direi questo. Che è noioso lì, che non hanno neanche il wifi. Chiedi nello specifico cosa a lei è piaciuto particolarmente. Dilli che il tuo viaggio preferito è stato Thailandia e racconti le tue esperienze sessuali. Dai.
Grand Canyon, yeah, I've never been there, but I'd like to go. Maybe, you know, go to, what's a
Credo-
good trip? Go to New York, go to LA, San Francisco.
Credo che
Vegas,
andasse bene
and
sia
then
la A
somewhere
che
in
la
there,
B
isn't it?
in
So
questo
it's-
caso.
It's over there. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in that region. And then go down there, could hang out for what's good, like 2 days or
I think
just
2
a day
days.
trip?
You could do it in a day or 2 days would be better, but 1 day you could do that, yeah.
I always wanted to go since I saw Superman 2 when they go down on the he goes down on the donkey because he's too scared to go on the flying things, and then Superman comes and they have their base in the Grand Canyon. So it was when I was a kid. It was good. I always
seen
wanted
it.
to go. You should watch it. Superman.
Oh,
Classic.
okay. If it's got the Grand Canyon in it.
This is coming back to you, you know, relating everything to yourself. It's not the best answer and it's not necessary. You can keep the conversation focused on her at this point.
Comunque non capisco, certe volte dice non devi farle troppe domande, certe altre...
things to say.
Guarda negli occhi, aspetta che ti parli. Di solito sguardo e guarda intorno mentre trovi qualcosa da dire. Dille che odi i silenzi imbarazzanti. Allora, ragioniamo per un secondo. In una situazione reale e non virtuale come potenzialmente è questa, io direi che odio i silenzi imbarazzanti. Però, visto che lui ragiona in questo modo, non lo so. Rispondo come risponderei io, vediamo se...
You know, I hate awkward silences, but the good thing is that's only because we don't know each other too well, so won't have any when we're great friends, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
This is not an absolute rule, but in most cases it's correct, so well done.
Tell me some things you like to do for fun.
Well, as long as I can remember, I've always loved playing volleyball, so that's something
okay.
I try to do whenever I can.
Nice. I played it at school. They had
Yeah.
it in my school, but since then I didn't. But they play. I go to Barcelona a lot, and they play on the beach. Do you play beach volleyball?
I will, yeah.
Oh, very
In a
nice.
pinch.
Are you very good?
Yeah.
You can do that where you jump and smash
sure.
it down. Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's harder on the beach because the nets are higher. But yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool hobby. And anything else you do?
Sai che questo
Yeah,
è quello
I
più
probably
palloso
think I
degli
do the
altri
most
che ho
is study
fatto.
Russian for hobbies.
Ti dico una cosa stupida, e c'è Putin. Che Putin è un diavolo. E i russi sono degli idioti alcolizzati, ma dai. Dire che eri terribile, no perché parlo di me. Mettiti in mostra, parla, no, falli i complimenti per la scelta. Via.
Russian?
Yeah.
You know, I meet loads of people that speak, French, English, obviously Spanish, German. But Russian, it's really rare to meet someone who speaks Russian. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. How come you chose that?
I don't really have a good reason. When I was in high school, I had the opportunity to do a study abroad, and my choices were France and Russia, and I didn't want to go to France, so I went to Russia, and then I just never quit.
I actually like that you chose something tough and that you stuck with it. And, you know, like I said, most people take the easy options all the time. So it's interesting and cool that you did that.
Thank you.
Nice one. You know, when a girl has something that is a real talent, something that she should be proud of, something she's worked hard on, that's the kind of thing you don't want to tease her too much on. So, you know, say well done, say you respect that, and say why. And then go deeper into it, because, you know, you need to find out why she would do that, why she was interested, what would make her spend the time on it. And it's going to lead to interesting conversation, make her feel good as well.
I noticed you have an accent. Do you mind if I ask where you're from?
England, actually.
Whereabouts?
Was born in London, but actually, you know what? When I was young, I lived in South London, and they have a strong accent there. It's like South London and things like this. But
South.
because I travelled a lot and I moved, I've lost most of my accent. But do I still sound British to you?
Yes, very much.
That's good.
Ti piace il mio accento britannico? No, dille che le ragazze impazzino, raccontale di cosa pensano gli stranieri sugli inglesi e chiedi come si comportano con lei che è americana. Beh, io credo che a questo punto della
And I guess you like my
cosa
British accent.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's good. Yeah, most people
cominciamo
like
a
it.
chiederle di me.
It's good. I'm happy I was born in England and not like Germany or something.
Really?
Yeah, what do you think? German accent is kind of.
I think it
rough
sounds
and-
fine.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
He's Austrian, but yeah.
Yeah, but similar accent.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
A little bit too cocky, not the right time.
Dai, ma quando? Nello scorso episodio, che poi voi potete andare a riprendere, praticamente alla quarta o quinta volta già dovevamo chiederle il numero e mo' è troppo presto, dai. C'è una cazzo sta cosa. Chiedile cosa le piace fare nel tempo libero, dille che ti piace, che vorresti rivedere, dille che la trovi davvero bella e che puoi invitarla a uscire. Vabbè, prima vediamo un attimino cosa fa e poi le chiediamo in base a quello cosa fa.
Do you drink, dance, anything else?
All of the above, yeah.
Yeah, at the same time.
When the mood strikes, yeah.
Anche se lei è
Cool.
pessima,
Yeah, I like
a
going
me non
out
mi piace
sometimes,
assolutamente.
hotel bars, different bars. Do you smoke shisha?
Hookah.
Yeah, hookah you call it in America, right?
Yeah, I have from time to time. I'm not a huge fan, but
Che cazzo è la
quite like it. They
shisha?
say it's
Yeah.
really unhealthy, but
it
I think
seems unhealthy.
once a month. But you don't cough after it, so therefore
It's healthy?
Cazzo è la
we
shisha?
need to do it sometime.
Scusate,
like
devo cercare.
shisha, hookah, cocktails, and then dancing.
Oh, maybe.
When you want to transition to seeing someone again, it's very good to build up a picture of the kind of things that they do, the way they spend their time, because you might find a mutual connection. You find that you share some activities or that you do some things that she wants to do, she does some things that you'd like to try, and then it makes it very easy to then go on and suggest the date from there and take the number.
Ok, avevo immaginato comunque. E ora vi dico che cos'è la
Outdoor
shisha.
activity?
Yeah.
Volleyball. Anything else?
Yeah, I grew up in the country, so I really enjoy a lot of nature activities. I like hiking and I love fishing.
Fishing.
Fishing, yeah.
A girl who likes fishing.
It happens. Yeah,
Wow.
we exist.
That's interesting. I've never done fishing, but I love the outside.
Ma
as well.
paice.
Walking in parks or hiking if you've got somewhere like that. How about bicycle?
I like that too.
Yeah. Well, that's something else we could do one day. Like take some bicycles, ride out somewhere.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Cool.
Ok, la shisha è il narghilè. Chiedi che piani ha per la prossima settimana, toccale il viso, fare il test del cubo, no, che fa sempre finire male questo test. Chiedi che tipo di uomo le piace. Però voglio provare il test
Are you
psicologico.
interested in psychology?
Yeah.
Have you ever done this psychology test called the cube? Right, it's really interesting. Do you want to do it just right now? It takes like 1 minute and it will tell you all about your personality.
Sure.
Okay, so close your eyes and I want you to imagine that you're in some place, there's like a landscape, anything you like, and in that landscape there's a cube somewhere. And describe to me what the cube looks like.
Okay, it's silver.
Yeah,
It's floating.
okay,
It's small, like the size of a die.
okay, cool. And then somewhere in relation to the cube is the ladder. Can you describe the ladder?
Okay, it's green.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of these ladders, not one of these ladders.
How big is it?
Like
Adesso se ne esce.
3 times the size of a person.
Se ne esce che la scala è il
Very
cazzo.
big. And then somewhere in this scene there's a horse.
Okay.
And can you tell me like what it's doing and what it looks like and stuff?
It's grazing. It's a paint,
Okay.
and it looks very healthy.
Is it close to the cube or not?
Vicino al cubo.
Probably 30 feet from the cube.
Okay. And somewhere there are some flowers. Tell me about the flowers.
The flowers are by the horse. The horse is eating the flowers.
Ah, that's interesting. And the final thing, somewhere there's a storm. Where is it?
In the distance, near the mountains.
Very good. All right, open your eyes. So this tells you, this tells me about your character. So the cube represents your view of yourself, and if it's very big, it means you've got a huge ego. But it's quite small, so it means you're quite humble. But then it's silver, so you think, you know, you have that self-confidence that you've got something, you know, special and a little bit shiny, and that's good. And then the ladder represents your ambitions. So the fact that it's quite big and bigger than the cube and not like under it or whatever else means that you have quite big ambitions. So the horse represents your man, so it's quite good that he's healthy and, you know, looks good and that he's nearby, right? He's not far away, which would mean he's not on the horizon or anything. And then the flowers represent the children that you're going to have in the future. So it's good that the man is near them, that he's not like an absentee dad or something, right? But a bit strange that he's eating them. So I don't know what to think about that.
Okay.
The final point is positive as well. It means that you have a sunny disposition because your problems are represented by the storm and it's in the distance. You know, some people have the storm overhead and it just means that they've always got problems or that at that moment they're in a dark period in their life. So, does it sound pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ah, figo. Mi piace questo cubo.
This is quite interesting. It's a psychological game. There's a book on it, and a lot of pickup artists have used it. It's quite an interesting psychological test. Again, like the reason it's not the best choice is it's better if you can do without it. But if you'd like some, you know, little tricks and tools that you can carry around with you and use when necessary, this is okay and you can use it. So it doesn't destroy anything, but I'd say it's not the best option.
Non è l'opzione migliore. Beh, io non lo sapevo, non lo conoscevo. Se ti incontravi Verontini, dille che hai qualche minuto libero, invitare a fare sesso in bagno. Suggerisci di vedere e fare hiking qualche volta e prenditi il numero. Direi questa, anche se anche la B non è male.
So you like hiking and outdoor stuff, and the weather's pretty good at the moment. So one day we could take a little trip, or I don't know, meet in the evening. Anyway, lots of stuff. We've got lots of stuff we could do together. So why don't you give me your number and we'll arrange something.
Beh, dai, sono riuscito. Che se lei non mi piace per niente.
Exactly right. It flows very smoothly to find something that you both like and then suggest doing that as the reason to see each other again. It's way better than just saying, hey, give me your number, or hey, let's go for dinner tomorrow.
Vabbè, dipende anche dalle persone, magari. Magari una è particolarmente disponibile, no? Ditemi ragazze, se c'è una ragazza, ditemi come avreste risposto voi. Dille ciao, sii carino e dille che è stato bello incontrarla. Freddamente dille ciao, un abbraccio per salutarla e poi prova a baciarla, stringere la mano a lungo, dai, dille ciao e sii carino.
Well, look, I should be heading off, but it was great meeting you. Really cool. Really happy to meet you, and yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye.
Oops, you know, you got right to the ends, but this is a little bit too much. Being warm at this point, totally unnecessary, and if anything makes you look like a little bit of a wussy and might make her change her mind about seeing you again.
E quindi che devo fare? Devo salutarlo freddamente? Non lo sapremo mai.
This is not great, not so engaging, and you're kind of looming over her. It's very important to sit down when you're talking to someone that is sitting down, otherwise you're just standing there looming over.
Vabbè. Ragazzuoli, saper uscire pure Super Seducer 2. Fatemi sapere se devo continuare. Io magari mi faccio un'altra partita. Non so quanti episodi manchino alla fine. Però dai, alcune cose sono carine, altre un po' una cazzata. È divertente farlo in compagnia, diciamo, anche se sono da solo. Mi allontanerò salutandovi freddamente in questa fredda notte d'estate. Ciao ragazzi. Ciao.